What is going on, everyone? Welcome to today's video. In this one we are focusing on EDC, talking about a small gun, a compromised gun that you can carry with relative confidence. For me, it's the smallest package that I can carry while maintaining some degree of confidence in being able to administer the platform and use it in case of a threat presenting itself. To me, this is my perfect 365 build because it serves the exact role that I need this gun to serve. And let me preface that by saying I have other guns in my carry rotation. If you're new to this channel, I love guns and I enjoy trying out different platforms in concealed carry applications. So I have a Glock 19 build as well as a Springfield Prodigy. It's a Commander size 1911 that I like to carry as well. And so I'll prefer to reach for those before this. This is the gun that I take with me when I don't feel like carrying a gun, or when I realize that the clothing that I'm wearing is going to present an issue in regards to printing if I go and carry. Also, my job doesn't allow me to carry. Also, if I'm going to places where they might prefer me not to carry, this is a much more discreet package, and it's as discreet as I can get it while maintaining some level of confidence in terms of the round capacity and my capability of using the platform. So I'm going to run over the mods that I've done to this gun to make it my perfect micro concealed carry gun. And we'll go from tip to butt. So first off is the Harrington Arms compensator. And this is marred up a little bit. It's not pretty because I've used a wrench to kind of break through red Loctite to remove it multiple times. But it does the job, and it's got a single port on top, single port on the sides, and it does a decent job of reducing some of the recoil. Some of the muzzle flip gets taken away because of this compensator. I've got red Loctite on it to keep it from spinning loose. And I actually am missing one of the set screws on the side, but I haven't had an issue during live fire with it coming loose. I'm sure if I put tons of rounds down this gun at once, like if I shot a couple hundred rounds with very little time in between, I'm sure the heat of the live fire could potentially defeat the red Loctite, but in strings of fire that I've been doing, a couple mags at a time, sitting it down, reaching for another gun, and coming back to this one, it's been totally fine. It hasn't started to spin or anything. I've got a fiber optic front sight that has seen better days, but it does the job. I might think about switching out the sight system, either that or putting a red dot on, just because this front sight, again, it's not in its best condition. I believe I did pick this one up from Zafiri Precision, along with the barrel. So it's a black nitrided Zafiri Precision threaded barrel so that it can accept the compensator. I have the LF365 Elite from Live Free Armory slide, and I've heard some negative reviews on this slide based on like machining specs. Some of them are out of spec, and it seems that from what I've seen online, their QC could be better, so I don't know if I can recommend this slide, but it looks nice. I also don't know about the window cuts, the lightning cuts in it, because it does allow lots of lint to get onto the barrel, which is not necessarily the place that I'd prefer lint to fall, so there is that piece. I have just a really gnarled, messed up, like this is not a pretty gun by any means. This gun is not for aesthetics, but it's purely function, and I've kind of beat it up a little bit. So I've got a really messed up optic cover plate. I have a blacked out rear sight that has a hex bit broken off inside of it. So that one's never coming off. I have the Armory Craft flat-faced trigger on there, and I do really like this trigger. To me, it makes both the take-up, the wall is a lot more noticeable and firm. It breaks exactly at 90 degrees. And the reset is really firm. So it does a lot for the trigger system without having to mess with the actual FCU. And the last modification I have is the Wilson Combat 365 grip module. I lied. The last modification I actually have is the MagGuts spring upgrade. And so what this magazine allows you to do is have 12 rounds inside of the 10-round magazine, and it gives me a little bit extra bang for the buck in terms of what I'm able to conceal and carry with this size of a gun. So the main reason I don't have an optic on this is because I only have one Holosun 507K, and I opted to put it onto my Springfield Prodigy instead. And so this gun is something that, again, I'm realizing is a complete compromise, and it's only something that I would carry with me, knowing that I'm going to take a performance hit in terms of accuracy, in terms of speed, if I have to use it. So for instance, if I'm going downtown Minneapolis, probably not going to carry this guy. I might carry something that I have a little more confidence in using. But if I'm going to, like if I'm just walking around the house or going to do the laundry, going to run a couple errands, going to work, whatever, I might carry this gun, and then also in my truck have something like this sitting in my truck just to give me more confidence. Because truly, you use a pistol, a sidearm, to fight to your primary weapon, which would be something more like this. And I am going to do a video on this one. This is going to be my next video talking about this build and just how fun it is. But yeah, so for me, this is my ultimate little just like spy gun, something that is super small that can disappear on my body. I can hide it anywhere. It's not as fun to shoot, it's not as fun to show my buddies, but it is the most fun gun to carry because it just disappears and it's super lightweight. And it's the closest thing you can get to feeling like you're not carrying a gun. There's a possibility that I might forego the compensator in the future, but that would require me to have to buy a different barrel, swap things out, have to sell this barrel, sell the comp. So that's the only way that this gun can become smaller and more ideal for carry. I do have the 12 round magazines for this gun. I normally don't carry it with it, because if I want to carry extra rounds, I'll just reach up for a bigger gun to carry instead. But yes, I would recommend the smallest grip module if you're trying to have this gun serve a role similar to mine, where you know you've got better platforms and bigger platforms as an option to carry. And so this is going to be kind of your fallback option in terms of being the most concealable, the most practical. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you found it helpful. Let me know if you're thinking about doing something similar. I really do love hearing how my videos, my experience plays into and factors into kind of the decisions you guys make in terms of what you carry, why you carry it. So I'm always interested to hear those things in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys in the next video. It's okay.
Just okay?
Yeah, it's small.